All right, 8:30 is the time on a Monday. A severe weather event happening right now all across the Mid-South.
Andrew, for perspective, it has been almost 11 years since we have seen something like this in the Mid-South, so it's really a big deal. Let's get right over to Brittany Bryan. She's been tracking it all morning for us, Brittany, and what I hate to hear you say is that we're just getting started.
We are just getting started. You know, you said it's been about 11 years. In 2010, we had about 5 inches of snow here measured in the Memphis area. We will at least get to that today, maybe even higher than that this afternoon. We're looking at 3 to 9 inches of snow with this system. Higher totals as you travel north and then lower totals off to the south. But sleet and snow moving through this morning. We've had a little bit of everything. We even had a little bit of freezing drizzle in portions of North Mississippi earlier. Driving is going to be really dangerous for the next few days because as this all compacts, especially as we've had some sleet already and compacting on top of that snow that we had overnight, driving is going to be really dangerous. We actually will not be above freezing until this weekend, and we're looking at dangerous cold. Wind chills will actually be below zero all day today. So let's check out First Alert Doppler 5 radar here. All of eastern Arkansas seeing heavy rain or heavy snow, For areas in West Tennessee down into North Mississippi, we actually have a snow sleet mixture. The radar kind of having a hard time deciphering between that sleet and snow because it is all so heavy, but just trust us on this. There's sleet mixed in, and that's the same story down in North Mississippi going from DeSoto County all the way into Batesville, Clarksdale, Oxford, Corinth, seeing a mix of sleet and snow right now. And then this is impacting almost everyone in West Tennessee. Selma really the only one not seeing anything. And I'd say maybe another 20 minutes it'll be rolling in here. Everyone within 240 loop seeing sleet and snow, as well as Millington, Arlington, Collierville, and into Somerville. So driving is going to be dangerous pretty much anywhere you go in the Mid-South today because of this mixture of sleet and snow. This is what it looks like in Oxford. You can tell here that it looks kind of hazy. That's not haze, that's snow coming down. There's snow covering the square here, and you see that flag blowing around. That north wind has been gusting up to 35 miles per hour. It's 16 right now in Oxford with the wind chill around 9 below, 18 in Selma, 10 in Dyersburg, 12 in Memphis. Your high temperature today around 15 degrees. I'll talk more about what we're expecting for temperatures over the next few days coming up.
No need to be mad about it, Andrew. It's here. We got to see the positive spin on this winter weather and stay safe and be prepared. And I love this next person we're going to talk to, her attitude about the whole thing.
I know, but you know, those sleet conditions, it's so icy out there, and certainly it looks nice, but you know, Sergey Galindo's in Olive Branch, Mississippi. We're talking about the various conditions out there. Sergey, is it sleeting there as well?
Oh, yeah, Andrew, it is sleeting. And when it hits your skin, it's got a little bit of a sting to it. So, not quite as comfortable as it was standing out here just about a half hour ago when it was all snow. Now it's a lot of sleet and just a few snowflakes mixed in. I'm not sure if you can see it behind me, but it is sleeting pretty heavily right now. I got those little pellets bouncing up against my skin, and it's like, oh, a little bit, but not so bad. As Joy said, we've got to make the best out of this cold. So yeah, it's cold, it's sleeting, but hey, it's still a lovely scene out there. Gonna turn the camera around a little bit, show you what I'm seeing a little bit because they've been kind of blowing pretty, they're not blowing right now, but just about I would say 30 seconds ago before I got on, I had a big gust. And so that brought even more sleet my way. But right now, you can just see the heavy sleet coming down and it is blanketing everything. So we had ice to start with. Then we had snow on top of that, more snow. And now we get more of these pellets, sleet coming down across the area. So yeah, the roads looking very treacherous in my neighborhood. So yeah, it's best to stay inside. And I very, very cold. I know we say that so much today, but it's just because this is not the usual for the Mid-South. I tell you what, just being out here for just a few minutes, like 30 seconds, your hands are already dry and stinging. So just so many reasons to stay indoors and, let us do all of this for you. It's pretty fun, though. I have to say, I'm not going to lie, it is fun, but it definitely is very uncomfortable and cold. You can only stay out here for just a little bit. It's not even a good day for the kids to be out here, at least right now. Maybe wait till some of this passes if they have to get out today. But as we know, it's going to be sticking around for a while. So we've got time to get out and enjoy the snow, maybe make a few snow angels. But no snow angel making right now. I'm going to head back in and thaw out. But again, it's still beautiful. Hey. I love it, Joy. We got to make the best of the cold. Back to you guys.
Sure do. Again, you mentioned it's unusual for the Mid-South. This weather reminds me of Detroit. I'm from there. My colleague Jessica Jaglois is used to work in that market as well. Jessica, I love how you said we thought we got rid of this stuff. We moved to Memphis for warmer weather. We moved you now to the roads you're driving. Doesn't it feel like back in Detroit?
Oh, absolutely, Joy. You know what a whiteout is, where it snows so hard that you can't see in front of you. I will say that there's certain parts where it really is, the visibility is low out here. So we are on Sam Cooper Boulevard heading east. This right here is Malfunction Junction. So I've been in Memphis just over a year, about a year and a half, and I'm told that this is usually a big problem spot in the Memphis area. So we don't see anybody up there right now. I do see a Memphis police officer crossing, I believe, the overpass right above us, but right now it looks pretty bare, and that is a good thing because overpasses and bridges do freeze first, and that's because their surfaces are exposed on all sides. So underneath, above, to the side, bridges and overpasses, we hear they freeze first, and they usually do. When we've covered traffic accidents out in the area, I was in Nashville when there was a big snowstorm, and the overpasses were so bad, people were slipping and sliding, crashing into each other. It was a really, really messy and very dangerous scene. So we're not seeing a lot of people out here. Again, we're on Sam Cooper Boulevard heading toward Nashville. Looks to be, the visibility is pretty low. You can see the condition of the roads. People are moving very slowly. Usually on Sam Cooper, you see people speeding, not taking their time, but today they are definitely taking their time. And again, those bridges and overpasses are going to freeze first. Those signs that you see before you get onto those overpasses and bridges, those are true. That's because, again, the surfaces are all exposed. There's icy air hitting the bridges and overpasses from underneath to the side on top. Those are going to freeze first. So right now it looks to be, like I said, people are taking their time. I see a lot of SUVs, a few sedans. We see this guy right here seems to be taking his time, but he seems pretty sure of himself. Just again, remember to take your time if you have to get out today. And I'm going to shut up for just a second. If you can hear the sleet hitting our windshield, I hope you all can hear that. I mean, it is really coming down. So this stuff is nasty. Now, Public Works, City of Memphis Public Works was out on Saturday, brining, sanding, preparing the roads. But we all know that brine, sand, all of that mixture is rendered useless when it gets very, very cold. And I would say that this is very cold. I believe it's below 30 degrees, but I would have to check with our meteorologists on exactly when that temperature really renders this useless. So that's why we're probably seeing not a lot of melt down there. You can see that this is really compact, really messy, dangerous stuff. So we're taking our time. I'm in good hands with photojournalist Mike Moore. He's a pro. And so for now, I'm Jessica Jaglois live. We're going to send it back to you all.
Okay, Jessica, please be careful there. You and Mike out on the roadways. We did hear the sleet hitting that windshield because it is brutal out there. You can hear it coming down no matter where we go. In fact, let's go downtown right now where Ariana Poindexter is. I can see it's coming down there. Ariana, is it still sleet?
It is 100% sleet, I would say. You'd have to ask the meteorologist, but I'm pretty sure because it is freezing as it is coming down, and I'm sure you could actually hear it on the umbrella. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see what Beale Street is looking like. Haven't seen this site personally. It is freezing out here, and of course Beale Street is iconic, usually bustling with people, at least tourists. On a Monday, maybe, walking to a couple of shots. Yeah, that's definitely not the case, and I definitely would not recommend. I just checked the WMC Action News 5 weather app. It said that it was 9 degrees here, but it feels like -5, and I can confirm it feels like -5 degrees out here. We haven't seen too many vehicles out. We did just see a MATA bus passing by. We have seen a couple of trucks going by. Of course, if you are going to be out and about, please take it slow. We did just see one vehicle. He stopped and say hi. One man, he stopped to say hi. He had an Illinois license plate, so maybe he's used to these conditions. Earlier, as I was talking to you guys, I did see a few people who were out working out. They were jogging. Again, do not recommend. One man had on a shirt and short sleeves, a T-shirt and short shorts. And so, again, if you can stay inside, please do. These temperatures are just not the time to be out and about. if you can. I will say I haven't seen any salt trucks or snow plows or anything of that nature out, but it is coming down pretty hard here on Beale Street. It is beautiful. We keep hearing, it looks like a winter wonderland. And so I guess if you do have to come out in this, enjoy it, bundle up if you can. But if you don't, stay inside, stay warm. And I guess the bright side of this, we're all talking about, let's think about the bright side of all of this, is that we don't really get this a lot here in the Memphis area, in the Mid-South. So it is very beautiful. But whatever you do, be safe, whether that's driving, whether that's coming outside, whether that's bringing your pets, working out, be safe, bundle up, and take care. We're going to send it back to you all in the studio.
All right, Ariana Poindexter live for us. Check out these pictures here that people are sending us at WMCActionNews5.com/mypicks. The jeans stand by themselves, Joy.
Yeah, nope, no pants on the ground there. They're standing up. And this is what you don't want to happen to you. You see this? This guy just slipped right on the ice there, getting out of his vehicle. You gotta be careful. Oh, and look at this sweet pup. Yeah, but you know what? Our furry friends, they need some love too. Bring them in the house. Too cold outside for them. They want to be warm as well. Or put a jacket on them. We love seeing your pictures. Keep sending them in. They help us tell the story. And Andrew, how can they send them?
Yeah, WMCActionNews5.com/mypicks.
We'll be back after this.
8:42, we're still on air. I know you maybe have tuned in to watch the Today Show, and it's because we have a major winter storm moving into the Mid-South. We have a sleet-snow mixture that is pushing through most of the area, including eastern Arkansas, Shelby County, down into DeSoto County, going all the way up into Dyersburg. We also have sleet and snow moving through spots in North Mississippi. There's mostly just sleet, though, right now, Selmer and into Corinth. This is really the only spot where we're not seeing that widespread snow yet, but give it probably another 20-30 minutes, and all of us will have sleet and snow pushing through the Mid-South. This is First Alert Doppler 5 radar, and I know it's showing up here as all snow, but we've had several reports from all of our reporters that are out in the field right now that there's sleet mixed in from Midtown all the way down into South Haven, which is unfortunate because sleet, it's ice pellets. So if that starts to accumulate on top of the snow, that means your road conditions are going to be even worse than we initially thought. And also, if you get sleet, then your snowfall totals will be a little less than what we initially thought as well. We should get this changing over to all snow here shortly, but at this point, I'll tell you this, the roads are not going to be very good for us here for the next few days, even if we don't get much sleet. Right now, we're seeing snow and sleet pushing through Oxford, Mississippi. Live look there. It kind of looks hazy. That's actually that snow and sleet reducing visibility. And you notice the road and the square completely covered up with that snow at this point. It's 16 degrees in Oxford, 18 in Selmer, 10 degrees in Dyersburg. Only 11 degrees right now in Memphis. But look at these wind chills. We have a north wind that's been gusting up to 35 miles per hour. That's that type of wind that kind of just cuts through all the layers that you're wearing. We have a wind chill of 5 in Memphis, 5 below, 7 below 0 in Tunica. So looking at the rest of the day, First Alert Futurecast here. Going through this morning through around noon today, we'll mostly see snow with that sleet slowly mixing out, though there could still be a little bit of sleet mixed in Corinth and Selmer. The majority of the area will have temperatures in the teens and snow on and off through around 3 o'clock today. So here's 3 o'clock on First Alert Futurecast. Everyone in West Tennessee still getting light snow, as well as most areas in eastern Arkansas that will start to clear out snow slowly but surely in spots like Clarksdale and Marks and Lambert. And by 6 or 7 o'clock tonight, that heavy snow moves off to the east. So there could still be a few flurries late tonight. I'm really not expecting much accumulation. So again, we're forecasting 5 to 9 inches of snow. If you see more sleet, especially right now, like we're seeing in Shelby and DeSoto County, you're probably going to be around 5 inches for that snowfall total. Areas up towards Blytheville and Dyersburg that are getting more snow right now, you're going to be closer to that 9-inch mark. And for areas like Oxford, Ripley, Corinth, and DeSelmer that are seeing more sleet right now and will for the next few hours, 3 to 5 inches of snow. And then it's very cold outside. As I showed you there, your wind chills are below 0. They will be like that all day today. Your actual overnight lows only in the single digits. 4 degrees in Memphis. This is going to be record-breaking low temperatures tonight. 2 in Brownsville, 2 in Alamo. Also dropping down to around 2 degrees in Senatobia tonight, 0 in Clarksdale, 1 below 0 in Tunica and Marianna and Forest City. We'll get down to around 2 below 0 in Wynne, Arkansas tonight. Unfortunately, this isn't going to melt for a few days. We'll only hit 18 degrees tomorrow. May see a peak or two of sunshine, but overall Tuesday is mostly cloudy. High temperatures in the upper 20s on Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to make Wednesday a first alert weather day, possibly Thursday as well. And that's because another winter storm is going to move through here. That's going to bring snow. It's going to bring sleet, maybe seeing 3 to 4 inches accumulating here on top of what we already have, because again, this isn't going to melt. And then Friday, we're only at 30 degrees. We will see a little bit of sunshine Friday. And then finally this weekend, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, we'll get up into the lower to mid 40s. And all that snow and ice will finally start melting away.
All right, our team coverage continues. Now I want to go live to Brandon Richard. He's reporting for us all morning long in Shelby County. Brandon, how's it looking where you are now?
Well, the visibility, I have to say, has gone down considerably. You might not even be able to see. There's a car right here at this intersection here. We're at Highway 385 and Houston Levee Road. And just a few minutes ago, you could see on the other side of the bridge. But now, you can't really see beyond the bridge. The visibility has been reduced that much here in the last few minutes. We do have a few cars still out and about. Most drivers taking it slow. But the sleet is really coming down harder here in Collierville. Right now, we don't have any reports of any accidents, so that's some good news. But the concern, the big concern, as Brittany was talking about, is this sleet. And of course, that covering the roadway can make for some slick spots. And that is the big concern here this morning. And it's really not letting up at all. So we're going to stay out here and continue to watch things here in Collierville. But right now, just a lot of sleet, guys.
Heading out the door right now, a live look. I headed all the way over to Jonesboro, Arkansas. Snow-covered roadways, an 18-wheeler and another driver behind that 18-wheeler there. And you can see he or she keeping their distance. But that is what you're supposed to do if you just absolutely have to be out on the roadways. And there, well, we see going a little too fast. Listen, you must slow it down because you could also encounter slick spots. Now I want to go to a different traffic camera. Brandon talked about reduced visibility. Listen, about an hour ago, I was able to really see there's an interstate under there, and that's I-40, I-55 there in West Memphis, Arkansas, around Ingram. But you can still see, if you squint really, really hard, you can still see where drivers have been driving in that one lane, eastbound and westbound there on 40. As I show you the map, it is not a morning to where you can just get up and head out and think you'll get there on time if you're not giving yourself extra time. So traveling in Bartlett, Cordova, around Shelby Farms, all the roads are covered with snow. It really doesn't matter what part of the Mid-South you're traveling in, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, we can see there on the roadways. And that red is showing up where drivers are really just taking their time. 385, let's travel westbound, but you'll see orange. So that means traffic is going a little bit slower than around 35 miles an hour as we're traveling westbound over to 240. The ramps, you have to know that they could be a little slippery. Also those overpasses. So please stay alert. And again, if you must get out on the roadways, an extra 30, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. I know someone who drove from Marble, Arkansas this morning, where it would normally take them an hour and 40. It took them 2.5 hours to get to their destination. So please be careful if you have to be on the roadways. We'll be right back with more coverage after the break.
8:52 is the time. Taking a live look from our High Five camera downtown Memphis. You really can't see much there because this sleet that's coming down is pretty fierce. We've been watching conditions kind of change over the last several hours here. We've been on the air since 4 o'clock this morning. We are approaching 9 o'clock, still around 8 and 9 degrees wind chills below zero. Want to let you know that the city of Memphis and the police department have told us that they have implemented their inclement weather crash policy. So essentially, if you're involved in a crash, that you and the other person exchange information, insurance, take some pictures, and then within 5 days go to the Memphis Police Department, and that way you can take care of that crash situation at the appropriate time when it's not as busy as it is right now. Let's go right now to WMC Action News 5's Camille Connor. She is live in Midtown Memphis with an update on conditions there. I can see the sleet right now in your live shot, Camille.
Yeah, I mean, like Brandon said earlier, that visibility has really gone down. I'm even holding my umbrella, but I can still barely keep my eyes open without squinting. It is windy as well, so that sleet isn't just going straight down. It's going sideways, so no more pretty snow coming down from the ground. As you can see, I know my last live hit was about an hour ago or so, and this road was looking a lot slushier. Now it's starting to turn white again, even with more cars on the road. And we have seen, city snowplows going up and down this road. Haven't seen them in a little while, so that could be why, some of this white stuff, snow, sleet mixture is appearing on the road now. People have been, driving pretty well, though. We haven't seen too much slipping and sliding, but you can see some of this white stuff kicking up off of the road under people's tires. Definitely don't want to brake too hard this morning because you likely will slide. So not sure where these people might be headed. Of course, there's essential workers that are still having to go to work today. So these people could be essential workers. But if you do not have to go to work today, then yes, you should definitely stay home, and you should try to stay inside too, because we are in the single digits and teens this morning, and this is just getting started. It is going to continue to accumulate on the ground. So if you can, bundle up, and if you don't have to go outside for a long period of time, that's probably your best bet. Reporting live, Camille Connor, WMC Action News 5.
Well, it's cold out there and windy, as Camille said. Wind gusts have been around 20 to 35 miles per hour, which is why you have this wind chill. It's 11 degrees in Memphis, which is bad enough on its own, but you add in that north wind, it feels like 5 below zero, feels like 10 below zero in wind, a wind chill of 5 below there in marks, and actual temperatures in the single digits and teens. So your wind chills will be below zero all day today. I know the snow's pretty. The kids probably want to get outside and sled and play in it, but this is that type of weather where they only need to be spending maybe 30, 45 minutes outside at a time, coming back in and warming up, and then maybe getting back out again later or tomorrow. Even though it'll be cold tomorrow, you won't have that wind necessarily to deal with. Everyone seeing a mixture of sleet and snow here in the Mid-South on First Alert Doppler 5 radar. Now, I know it really doesn't look like a mixture here. If you look at our what it shows, it actually looks like it's all snow. But as Camille just mentioned, and all of our reporters here across the Mid-South, there is some sleet mixed in, which is unfortunate, especially here in Shelby County and DeSoto County, because this is some of our busier counties. So you're getting that sleet starting to accumulate on top of snow. A snowplow that's driving through can't clear sleet. It can only clear that snow. So road conditions are just going to be terrible here across the Mid-South, especially from Shelby County to Fayette County going down to DeSoto County. I've also heard some reports of sleet mixed in from Marianna, Arkansas going into Forest City today. This morning through noon today, we should see that changeover from sleet and snow to all snow by 10 a.m. This is noon. Still most of us getting snow here across the Mid-South. 3 o'clock, the snow lightens up, but we'll still have light snow from Memphis into Dyersburg with a breakdown towards Clarksdale, and all this moves out around 6 o'clock tonight. Overnight lows will drop down to the single digits this evening. 4 degrees in Memphis, only 18 on Tuesday for a high temperature. 29 Wednesday, 28 Thursday. Another winter storm is going to push through here Wednesday into Thursday. Probably going to drop 3 to 4 inches of snow with that system here midweek. We will not see all of this moving out, or we will not see temperatures above freezing until this weekend, so everything will not melt away until Saturday or Sunday afternoon.